I've always been a fan of super buffing towers to see how far they can be pushed, and today I'm going to be super buffing a weak tower, the tier 2 Heli, and I think it might stand a chance against normal Bloonarius. Reason being that this tower benefits a lot from buffs. I mean, not only does it gain the attack speed buffs, but also the darts do 1 damage each, so everything like debuffs and temple buffs increases the damage like crazy. So I'm sort of expecting tier 3, tier 4 to be quite easy, but tier 5 I'm not sure if we'll have enough damage or not, and honestly for the first tier I'm not even sure if we're gonna be able to handle things like the bloon rushes or not. We'll see. I'm just gonna be doing some basic Opolis bloon trap farming, and I'll see you on tier 1. And oh boy, I forgot to place my hero. I feel like I always do that. Now I'm not gonna have the totem for tier 1. Whoopsie. The totem probably would have been a bit useful actually, because that gives extra pierce, which we might need for the bloon rushes, but I think we'll be fine. So what are we thinking here? Probably, well, of course we got this, tier 2, and then maybe something like this, and jungle drums, and an overclock? I don't know, something like that, and then we sell this so it doesn't do any damage, and then maybe we could even get something like glue strike. Maybe. I'm not gonna use my overclock to decamo, because I would prefer it not attacking at all, so I'm just gonna get this instead. Okay, let's give this a go to give us an idea of how good or bad this actually is. There is a small concern of the Heli potentially getting distracted by these bloons, the ones that get scattered across the screen every once in a while. Hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. And a nice thing about super buffing a low tier tower is that the overclock actually has over 100% uptime, so I don't have to worry about timing those abilities. We're making some okay progress on the boss, I think, but you know, interesting thing will be, can it handle the rushes or not? Okay, I might want to take back what I said about progressing at a good speed. It's actually taking maybe a bit too long to pop this first skull. Anyway, let's just see how it deals with the insides here. Oh wow, he can't even catch up with them. Okay. So I think what we need, both for boss damage and for the insides, is this. Because as I mentioned, the darts do 1 damage each, so getting this should pretty much double the damage. Or actually, we already got the alk increasing its damage, so adding this will not double the damage from last attempt, but it will still increase it by a significant amount. And to make my life easier, I do think I'm gonna go ahead and try my best to time the glue ability so that I do have it up for each and every skull. Okay, ability is still on cooldown, but that should be fine. Glue now. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, this looks doable. I mean, the boss is still getting pretty far, so that final skull might be an issue, or actually maybe not, because honestly we have the track length on each side as well, since we have, you know, a Heli. I'm so used to super buffing other towers that don't have global range. Okay, here we go. Glue strike that. Should be fine. And now we got the Serenade totem, but I placed it over here. I didn't expect to be using that anyway. Not for this tier. Okay, so my concern of this tier was obviously unfounded. This worked out quite well. Wait. Yeah, okay, we're good. Wait, what is he doing? Oh, wow. He was heading to some bloons over here. I was like, I thought the game was bugging. And as I mentioned at the start of the video, I do think tier 2, 3, and 4 is probably gonna be the easiest. So I think we're probably gonna be good until tier 5, but I'm kind of doubtful that this guy's gonna be able to do it even max buffed. And now we get rid of pretty much everything and go back to some decent farming. Now, next time, of course, I will be building the heli down here so that we can make use of Isili's totem. And the reason I placed her down here to begin with is because then I can place my eventual temple in the bottom left as well, and then the temple will not be attacking the boss when it exits on the right side. So that's why. Just this one round now, and then it's time for tier 2. Get rid of some stuff and get rid of this too. Hate that thing being in the way. Let's get 2 discount villages. The heli pilot, the alchemist, and I kind of need to sell this overclock, move it over here so it doesn't attack. And we'll get the glue strike back again. And then drums, call to arms, maybe homeland if I need it. So I have 1 call to arms and 1 homeland. I don't know, I feel doubtful that this is gonna work because the HP went from 20k to 75k. That's like, you know, more than a triple. So, like, is that... I feel like I need more than just adding a call to arms and a homeland to be able to deal more than triple the damage. Well, I do have the totem as well, but still, that's not enough, is it? Oh wait, I just realized I could have gone top path here to get +3 damage instead of +2, but that also kind of, you know, damages the boss. Not much, but a little bit. Depends on how strict you want to be with the rules. Yeah, we're missing a lot of damage here. I need to rethink this. Alright, we're gonna go with the glue storm this time. And we're gonna go top path. And we also have to get more debuffs, so we're gonna go with this. And we'll go ahead and get this for these 2. Reduced cooldown, more range. Let's see if this is good enough. I kind of need to pop the first skull, like right above where this red nuke thing is in the ground, somewhere right here. But oh wow, this is actually... Yeah, we're on pace, we're on pace. So the skulls are... Wait, okay, that's a lot of ceramics, but we should be able to deal with that even easier than last time, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think we can do this. So this tier was not too difficult either, but, you know, it did cost a little bit more than I expected, but next tier we're gonna have a temple, and then I think, you know, the damage and attack speed of this thing is gonna go crazy. So for the next tier I'm expecting it to be extremely easy. Another skull here. We do have homeland for the double pierce. Takes out the bloons super quickly. Each boss tier does take me quite a long time to take down, which does hurt my farming a bit, but we're still gonna easily afford a temple for tier 3, and we should easily afford a TSG for tier 4, so don't think it's gonna be detrimental. And once we get to the final tier, we are gonna try to take that one down without using the crippled Moab, because, you know, it's a pretty cool update that made it do more damage, but for tests like this, it's kind of annoying because that kind of leaves out that particular debuff, because, you know, the damage is just so crazy that it kind of ruins the test, unlike something like this. Doesn't get too much damage on the boss. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and get a early ultra boost and start putting stacks on this one before I even get to the next tier, just to make sure I can actually beat it. Okay, I got time to get 9 stacks. Perfect. Now let's go for a max sacrifice support temple for +2 damage instead of +1. Get this without sacrificing my heli, and then a range upgrade, and then homeland, call to arms, drums, alk, maybe even a p-brew. Oh, and debuffs, of course. Sell some more stuff. Okay, this should be way more than enough, because we're gonna upgrade this to S-Brit. That's a whole lot of bonus damage, and then we're gonna get this to P-Brew as well, both during the boss fight, and that should be shredding the boss. Okay, let's see the damage here. Everything at once. Get this, get this. Oh wow, yeah. Like, this tower is so good when receiving buffs. I wonder if you had an army of these, do you think you could defeat elite Bloonarius while doing this? You might, honestly. I'm gonna have to sell my temple after this and get a new one whenever I want to get the TSG, because otherwise I would be sacrificing my heli with all my stacks, and I would prefer not to do that. But wait, why is this taking so long? It looked so good in the beginning. Let's go ahead and add this too. Oh wait, I think I forgot about overclocking this one, because when I had 10 stacks I started using the ultra boost on my farm, so kind of forgot about putting regular overclocks on this guy. But the fact that this is taking this long is kind of worrying, because I mean, what do we have left to add on tier 5? The TSG? Is that gonna make the difference? I don't think so. I think we might be screwed for the final tier. Wait a minute, I just realized we're not on tier 4, we're on tier 3. Oh my god, yeah, we're boned. What the hell? Wait, what? He was attacking there for a second. I might have to get, you know, like an M-Brit over here and over here, or maybe get like a Chinook to move around my S-Brit, or do some like selling and rebuying, or, you know, we might have to pull out some tricks here. Wait, why? Oh, he's attacking because of the totem. Huh. Anyway, that's tier 3 done. Tier 4 shouldn't be an issue. I mean, surely we will be able to beat it at least, but tier 5 seems pretty bleak right now. I'm just gonna finish this round here, and then I'm gonna prep my setup on 99. Sell all of this and this one, and then we get a new one. 50k again. And actually, let's go ahead and get a Chinook, and we're gonna move Isili over here so we can put down the totem without giving range to this one. Permabrew over here, and I'm gonna get a Mermonkey and put down an Energizer, and I might as well get the Mermonkey next to this one for the extra pierce. Wait, actually this doesn't even have enough range to buff this one right now, so let's just do base village. And I'm gonna go ahead and get 4 ice monkeys, and I want all of them perma-brewed, so I'm gonna place them here and then Chinook them. Stalling a little bit. Chinook another one. So get these to tier 4. So what do I have left to do? I'm gonna get both of these Chinooked up here. And then other than that, I think I'm done for this tier. I could go ahead and get some tech boss. What do you guys think? Surely we can beat tier 4. I mean, if I originally thought that this was gonna beat tier 5, I mean, how off could I be? I mean, this is looking okay, right? At least to take down this tier. For next tier, we're boned. It's over. And Isili is using her Hex now, but I guess that doesn't, or actually it does matter. I gotta unhook that, because I don't want her to Hex the bads. That doesn't count. Oh wait, we don't have bads yet. It's only set OMGs. Whatever. But wait, didn't that skull pop a little bit too late? I still think we're gonna be fine. But this tier is gonna take a long time to take down. And I mean, if it does take a long time, so the boss gets down here to the right side of the map, then, you know, that's fine. I could put something to defend left side, but the Heli is gonna get distracted, so I might have to micro it. Yeah, that's starting to look increasingly likely. Or I could do this as well to stall the rounds. Come on. Yeah, we're good. But yeah, no shenanigans with Chinooking or selling and rebuying the ice monkeys is gonna get us out of trouble on tier 5, so maybe we'll have to spam more of these or give it some upgrades. Wow, this took even longer than I expected. Jesus. There it is. And you know, I don't think even a cripple Moab would get us out of trouble on tier 5. And if it did, it would be because of the cripple Moab doing damage. So I'm thinking, let's upgrade this to tier 5 and see the Apache Prime in action, since this is not gonna work anyway. How strong is this tower when super buffed? I don't think I've ever used it. Okay, well, it's definitely gonna get the job done, right? For sure. Take a look at the DPS. It kind of jumps around a lot whenever he targets some scattered bloons, so it's hard to tell, but it's pretty good. First skull popping already. Definitely on time. Let's see the bad. Yeah, that pops quickly. Man, seeing all these crazy projectiles gets me really excited for the Heli Paragon. Ooh, I wonder when that's coming. And when the Paragon comes, what should its abilities be able to do? Should it be able to door gunner tier 5 towers? Should it be able to Chinook other Paragons? Probably, right? And what about the supply drop crates? Is that just gonna be like a lot of cash and a lot of lives? Or is it gonna drop something else that might be useful? What do you guys think? If it is able to move Paragons around, I guess that would create some pretty interesting strats for like least tiers, least cash type of events. That might be cool. Anyway, there it is. The tier 2 could not do it, but the tier 5 certainly could. I was way off with my prediction on this one, but I mean, when am I not? Anyway, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.